Hi everyone, it's me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. As you can see behind me, Asda has dropped off my weekly food shop, so it's time for a weekly food shop haul. We're going to run through how much I spent, what I got and what meals I'm planning to make this week. If you do enjoy this video, please smash that thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing. We're close to 80,000 and it would mean the absolute world to me to hit that by the end of the year. And yeah guys, without further ado, let's dive into it. Now just in case you're new here and you haven't seen one of my weekly food shop hauls before, my budget is usually up to £100 to spend. That has to cover everything I need for the house and for food for me and my 3 children. I've got a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old, and yeah, I have to stay within a £100 budget, but also coming up to Christmas I'm trying to get under that as much as I can to sort of save the extra bits that I have each week for Christmas. So this week was a bit more tricky. My 12-year-old son is turning 13 this week, so I had to get some bits for his cake, and also I needed a few bits around the house. That made my non-food purchases already £20. So I made a little challenge to myself this week of 7 dinners and lunches, breakfasts and snacks, like as little as I could. So that is the challenge for this week. Let's see how I did. So my shopping total for this week was £85.52. With multi-buy savings I saved 91p, meaning that my total this week was £84.61. Now considering £20 of that went on cake, bits and non-food items, I think I've done really well, but let's dive in and see what I actually got for my money, starting with my frozen bits. 3 frozen items this week. Let's see what I got. I got a vegetable base mix because I'm going to be doing a veggie pasta sauce with some pasta this week with some garlic bread. That's going to be one of my really low budget meals. I then got some crispy home-style chips, which I'm going to be doing with some grill pizzas that I've been having since I was a child. Again, super budget friendly, those pizzas. I'll run through how to make them in a moment. And then also we've got some cauliflower, broccoli and carrot steam bags, and these are to go alongside our chicken and stuffing pie this week, which I'm so excited about, and again super budget friendly. If you want to see my low budget meals for the week, how I make them, how much they cost me, then definitely check out this Sunday's meals I made this week. At the beginning of every week I upload this, my weekly food shop haul, and at the end of the week I upload my meals I made this week video, showing you 4 new dinner recipes every single week and 1 dessert recipe as well that I've made for me and the 3 kids. I break down the cost of each meal, I show you the point of view of me cooking it, run through the method and the recipe while I'm doing that, and then also you'll see portion sizes and how I serve it for my toddler as well, so that I'm not making multiple meals. So yeah, it's a really interesting video, great for meal inspiration. So if you want to see these particular low budget recipes, stick around for Sunday's video. And yeah, I'm going to pop these away now and then we're going to jump into the chilled items. First up, I've got a few lunchbox bits for my sons. So we've got 6 pork sausage rolls, 2 packs of mini pepperonis, there's 10 in each of these. And then I've got a 6-pack of Baby Bells as well. And for my daughter's lunch bits, I've got a 6-pack of the Asda fromage frais pots, the AEAP, absolute bargain. And then I've got the 2 for £3.50 snack range again. So I've got 24 southern fried chicken bites and 16 savoury mini eggs. They're great for picky lunches for my daughter, absolutely perfect if you're a hectic, busy mum like myself. For milk this week, I've got a 6 pint of whole milk, but I'm mixing it up and I've got a 4 pint of semi-skimmed milk just because I fancy a change. I've got loads of different potatoes this week for different reasons. So I've got a 2-kilogram pack of Maris Piper potatoes. This is going to be used for 2 dinners and I'm going to use it for mashed potato. I'm going to use it for a sausage casserole and also on the side of our chicken and stuffing pie as well. I've then got a kilo of baby potatoes and these are going to be used in a potato and egg curry this week. Then I've also got a 4-pack of baking potatoes and these are going to be used for a jacket potato dinner this week. Now for fruit this week, I've gone for cheaper fruit options and I haven't gone for the berries, pineapples, that kind of stuff that I normally would because we're on a low budget week. So I've gone for a 4-pack of Honey Crunch apples because they're Ava's absolute favourite. I've got a lemon for some cooking, and then we've got a pack of Easy Peeler mandarins and a 6-pack of bananas. Now for veg bits, I've got a packet of cherry tomatoes and a whole cucumber. I use those mostly for snacks for the kids, like little side dishes. Then I've got a 3-pack of onions for cooking with this week. I've got a packet of coriander to go with our curry, and then I've got a courgette, just 1 loose courgette as well, and that's going to go in our veggie pasta. I'm going to be making a spaghetti bolognese this week as well, and for that I've got a 250-gram pack of lean beef steak mince. Again, I'm going to bulk that out with the base mixed veg that I've got in the freezer. I've also got some sliced mixed peppers and some other veg left over in my freezer. So I'm just gonna make the most of what I've already got and just bulk out the 250 grams of mince. And then I've got a ready rolled puff pastry pack for our chicken stuffing pie. And then I've got 2 of the Just Essentials garlic breads. These are so cheap. I think they're like 36 or 37p each, and they're amazing. I'm going to be using these just on the side of our pasta dishes this week. So one's going to go with our veggie pasta sauce and one's going to go with a tuna pasta this week. And then the last 2 chilled items, I've got some spreadable, slightly salted butter, my ultimate Lurpak dupe, and this is still more than half the price of Lurpak, even when Lurpak's on sale. And then we've got a 400 gram pack of mature cheddar cheese, which I'm going to be used grated on top of the pasta dishes that I'm doing this week, and also our grilled pizzas. That's all our chilled items. I'm going to pop all these away now, then I'll be back to do non-food items and food cupboard bits. Now for non-food items this week, I've got a fair bit. I needed a new potato masher because mine snapped on me halfway through doing my mash. The last couple of days I've been using a rolling pin to make my mashed potato, which, don't get me wrong, if you don't have a potato masher, it works as long as you boil the potatoes long enough. Like, you can still get mashed potato with a rolling pin, but I definitely needed a new potato masher, so I got one of those. I've then got an Astonish antibacterial hand wash in Peony Bloom, then got 2 shower gels. I've got a Feel Active Radox one for the boys, and then I've got a Feel Uplifted one for myself. And then I've got a Colgate Triple Action toothpaste because we needed some toothpaste, and then a 2-pack of the Asda Shades kitchen rolls as well. That's all my non-food item stuff. Let's jump into the food cupboard. For the bakery item, we've got lots of bread this week, and I'll explain why. So I've got a 4-pack of all butter croissants again because Ava absolutely loved them, and I'm all for buying any food that she loves. And then I've got some soft white medium sliced loaf of bread just for our usual bread needs during the week. And then I've got a soft white toasty thick sliced loaf of bread, and this is going to be used for our Meals I Made this week dessert, which again is a really budget friendly dessert, and I'm going to be making a banana bread pudding, and we're going to be serving that with some custard. And then the other half of this loaf is going to be used for our grill pizzas. Basically, I pop the bread into the grill it on both sides, then I mix a tin of chopped tomato with some dried oregano, then we pop that on top, pop that under for another couple of minutes, and then we put some grated cheddar cheese over the top, pop it under again, a little bit of salt and pepper. Honestly, that served with chips, ultimate after school dinner, and ultimate, like, yeah, I've just had it since I was a kid and I absolutely love it. I still have it for like lunches and stuff now, and occasionally dinners, but yeah, when you're on a low budget, that is an amazing meal to do. For cereals and crisps this week, I've reverted back to the Asda cereals rather than the Nestle, and we've gone for Choco Squares for the boys this week. And then I've got 2 packs of hula hoops. I've got 6 original and 6 barbecue beef for their lunches and just snacks during the day. Asda actually have a special offer on their pasta at the moment. They're normally around 75p a pack, but they're actually 2 for £1.20 at the moment. So I picked up a pack of spaghetti for our spaghetti bolognese, and then I picked up a packet of shell pasta because I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of what it's actually called. And that's going to be used for my tuna pasta this week, and for my veggie pasta sauce, I've got my 3 kilogram pack of penne in the cupboard still. But yeah, I thought while they're 2 for £1.20, I love me some shell pasta with a tuna pasta bake, so grab those. I've got 3 jars of the bolognese pasta sauce. Now these are 69p each. I absolutely adore them. I'm going to be using 2 for my spaghetti bolognese this week, and then I'm going to be using 1 to go with my veggie pasta sauce, where I bulk it out with loads and loads of veg and stuff. So, yeah, so that's 2 meals covered. I needed a tin stock up as well. I actually ordered the tuna chunk 4-pack in spring water, but they substituted it with this one in brine, which is absolutely fine, not a worry about that. So yeah, that was my only substitute on this week's shopping. And then I've got a 4-pack of chopped tomatoes as well, some to use for cooking, and then obviously we're going to be doing our grilled pizzas with these as well. Some cooking ingredients: I've got a Coleman's and a Schwartz packet. One's a tuna pasta bake to use for a tuna pasta, and then we've got the Schwartz sausage casserole as well. Then I've got 2 packs of the Just Essentials sage onion stuffing mix. I'm really excited to see what this is like. They were 30p a pack. So yeah, really budget friendly, and that's going to be used in my chicken stuffing pie this week, along with this, which is just some gravy granules for meat by Asda. I absolutely love their gravy. I think it's so delicious and so rich. So yeah, those are my sort of cooking ingredients. I've then got 2 packs of ready to serve creamy custard to be using with our banana bread pudding dessert this week. And then last but not least, I've got the things for Tyler's birthday cake, because he wanted a red velvet cake, but he wanted wanted to make it himself, and just because I know what Tyler's like, I thought Betty Crocker Red Velvet was the best way to go rather than doing it from scratch, so he can follow the instructions completely himself and make his own birthday cake. So I've got 2 packs of the red velvet cake mix, and then I've got 2 packs of the rich cream cheese style icing as well. So that's to help him make his own birthday cake this week, which he is insisting on. So yeah guys, that's everything that I picked up on my weekly food shop. Let me know how you think I did with my low budget in this week down below in the comments. I'd love to read through and hear your feedback and your thoughts, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the love and support on my channel, guys. It means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I'll see you really, really soon for another video. Take care. Bye.